Hi guys, it's Rick Shiels down here at Quest Golf Academy here at Prairie Sports Village. I'm going to be testing and reviewing the new Titleist 718 AP3, the first AP3 that's ever been released. I'm going to test it on GC Quad with Pro V1s and kind of going through the paces with the 7-iron, the 4 and the pitching wedge. Now the AP3, this is in the distance category for Titleist. Titleist are bringing out 6 new sets and this is in the distance side of the spectrum. Why it's been called AP3 is really interesting because that's kind of caused a lot of confusion of where it sits in relation to the AP1 and the AP2. The AP3, why it's been called that, is they're claiming it's the distance and the forgiveness of the AP1, which is the big forgiving iron, but the feel and the looks more similar to the AP2, the kind of more cavity bladed looking type golf club. Now, if that is the claim, I think this could be a really successful golf club. Now, what it looks like, they've kind of made this quite a simple design. They've got the big Titleist symbol in the front of the head there, right in the middle, and that's to help on centered hits not to come out too fast, too hot. Everywhere around that is packed full of technology. We've got tungsten towards the toe and the heel. We've got cavity all the way around, rimming all the way through the top of the golf club. It looks absolutely superb. I think the Titleist irons this year look so good from the back. 1/3 of the head of this is tungsten weighting. So the weight of this is tungsten 1/3. So it's offering a lot of forgiveness. The reason why they're saying they're going to get decent lengths, I would suspect because of the lofts. This 7-iron sits at 31 degrees of loft. Just to compare that with the AP2, that's 3 degrees stronger, but 1 degree weaker than the AP1. Let's give it a hit. That does look good. That, I couldn't tell, sitting that behind the golf ball, I wouldn't be aware that that was not an AP2. If someone put that in my hands and said, Rick, that is an AP2, I would go, yeah, I would agree. It's not. It's obviously an AP3, but it absolutely looks exactly like the same head shape, the same offset, the same leading edge, the same back edge as the AP2. It's just a stronger loft, effectively. Let's give this a hit. Okay. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's worked. Very nice. Very nice. Good ball flight. Distance is going to be high on compared to 177. So just to give you, I reckon when I was testing the AP2, all the links are up there in the corner, but I think it's relevant we talk about this now. I was carrying that around the 169 mark. The AP1, I was carrying nearer to 180, 179. That carried at 177. So it kind of fits right in that gap. You'd suspect it would do just because of the loft. It's like a powerful AP2, this. Another good golf shot. That is right on it. That is right on it. Now feel. As much as I would 100% agree that this looks like an AP2, it feels nothing like an AP2. The AP2 is soft and it feels phenomenal. The AP3 does not feel soft. It feels good, but it does not feel soft. This for me, I would say definitely sits in more of the feel towards AP1, if I'm honest with you. I actually feel like it's more of a cast type feel. It's not a forged head, so that's probably where a lot of that feel is lost. Let's give this another hit. That's on it. That is on the flag. Break it. Very good. 3 good golf shots, 3 good ball flights. This is an AP2 looking head without a shadow of a doubt. It's got distance closer to AP1. It feels closer to AP1. That's my summary so far. And the numbers are kind of backing that up, if I'm honest with you. Let me just show you the numbers of those 3 shots I've just hit. I've hit all 3 of those really nicely. Yeah, so that's average carrying. I'll just pull those numbers back up. That's average carrying at 179. So much closer to AP1 range. Spin rate is 5.5. Again, much closer to AP1 range. Above flight, height-wise, is 36 yards up in the air. You know what I'm going to say, much closer to AP1 range. And descent angle is above that 45-degree angle, so it's going to stop closer to AP1 range. It just looks from behind more like an AP2. That is as simple as it is. That is as simple as it comes down to with this golf club, where it sits. Good golf shots, those. I really like the flight of those. If this was if this would have been called completely something else, so I don't know what you'd call it, but just not even AP3, just completely take it away from that family, I would see this to be a more separate golf club. I think this golf club, the AP3, is going to sit in a lot of mixed sets. I think this AP3 is going to jump, and it's going to have a place in a player's set with an AP2. So they might go AP2 up to 5-iron, then go AP3 5-iron, AP3 4-iron. I think AP1 players, you're probably going to get 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, well, set to 7 AP1, and then maybe 8, 9 pitching wedge in AP3. I don't see this golf club standing completely out on its own. I see it being a very blended golf club. Let's go 4-iron. Looks smart. It does. It looks really cool. It's a slightly bigger, chunky version. This definitely sits closer to AP1 looks. It's just got the nice shiny face, which AP2 has got. Hopefully you're still following me with this. AP2 being the bladed one, AP1 being the more forgiving. More offset than AP2. Let's give this the 4-iron. And it's come out great. That is solid as you would like. That is solid. 22 degrees on this 4-iron. So a fraction weaker than the, 1 degree weaker than the AP1. 1 degree weaker than the AP1, 3 degrees stronger than the AP2. 201 yards of carry distance there. It's a nice hit. Oh, just a little bit off the bottom. Let's see what a bad shot does. Because that was much more off the bottom of the golf club. I think this is where the 4-iron will definitely, of the AP3, sit much more into, I reckon a lot of players who go AP2 irons will probably stick in a 4-iron and possibly a 5-iron of the AP3. That's where I feel like it works really well. Because you don't need butter soft feel on your longer irons. You just want a club that works. You don't need a golf club that feels super soft. That is solid. That is right down the pipe of it. It's never going to reach there at 230, which the AP1 was. Yeah, it's just short of that. Understandably shorter. It's a smaller head design and it's got slightly less loft. Two very good hits. The first one and the last one. Second one was a really scrappy strike. Very much off the bottom of the golf club. And because of that, I lost nearly 20 yards of carry distance, just to give you a bit of an idea. Well, 10 yards on the really good first one, nearer to 20 yards on that last golf shot. Spin rate again around that 4,000 mark. It's coming out flat. It's only just peaking above 31 yards up in the air, so it's not going to stop particularly well at all, certainly with the low spin number 2. And I would say with the 4-iron, it doesn't look as good as the AP2 4-iron. Where 7-iron, I couldn't tell the difference. The 4-irons, I can definitely see more of a chunky offset. I can see a little bit at the back of the golf club, just not as visually as appealing as the AP2. Let's move into wedge. Let's give that a hit with the pitching wedge of the AP3. Okay, so we see the same loft number as we see with the AP1 at 43 degrees with the wedge. Which again, I had my concerns with that with the AP1. I feel like this might just be a little bit too strong for a lot of players. But probably a better looking, in fact, it is definitely a better looking, shiny, smaller head design than the AP1. Oh, that's a bad hit. It's leaked off to the right slightly. Bottomed hit, unfortunately. Still going to catch the right side of the green, but just badly hit, unfortunately. Let's go another one. Definitely looks more AP2 in looks with the wedge. For me, the 7, 8, 9 pitching wedge is going to look much more closer to AP2. As you go from 6, 7, 8, 6, 5, 4 it's going to start to look more like AP1. What I do like about this is it's got the shiny face, and it looks very, very cool from the back and from looking down on the ball as well. Oh, that's another bad shot. I think that was 2 bad golf shots they've done. They had 2 really bad hits with a wedge. And both hit the green. Like, they were bad hits. I'm happy to admit that. They were very much off the bottom of the golf club. And they've still managed to find the green and almost stop quite quickly as well. Just with them being a bit thin, spin rate would have been increased. Let's just find a good one. It's much better. That's a proper golf shot. 140 carry? Yeah, on the nose. On the nose. Kind of expected with that stronger loft. 43 degrees. 3 mixed shots there with the wedges, if I'm honest, but that's more pilot error than the golf club itself. Just, you're showing there that the first and the second one I hit badly, and they've still managed to get onto the green. I'm not going to dive too much into the numbers there, because I think the 2 shots that were bad are probably going to override that. Carrying at 138. It's saying it's spinning at 8,000. It's going to be around that even on the good shots as well. So, AP3 looks from 7-iron, 8-iron, 9-iron pitching wedge, just like the AP2, which is exactly what they're trying to do with it. But it's got the power, because of the loft and the way the head's been designed, of the AP1. Compared to the AP1, I think these golf clubs look tremendously better. And that's what makes me think, then, who would go for the AP1 when you've got the AP3? Because I think these look superb. I really do. Because they've got everything that I like to see in the Titleist irons. It's got the shiny face, it's got the lovely bottom edge, it's got the really cool design at the back. And I think they don't look as maybe as clumsy and as chunky as the AP1. I think they've got a little bit more of a slender look about them. Yet they're still going to offer the forgiveness that you would see in the AP1 and pretty much the distance. You may be losing 2 or 3 yards per iron compared to AP1, just because of the 1 degree loft difference as you go into the longer set, into the longer golf clubs. Very interesting golf club that they brought this out. Was it necessary? I'm not sure. Comment below, do you think this golf club is necessary in this family of irons? Should they have just stuck with AP1 and AP2, or did they need to bring an AP3 out? I'd love to hear your thoughts down below. If you want to watch all the reviews, click the link up in the corner. All the reviews are live, ready to watch. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned. Lots more to come. Subscribe to the channel if you've not done already. And we'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. See you next time.